So, this is the first episode of... what are we gonna call this?
I don't fucking know. Don't. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Shit. I mean, we got chill-ass music. We got chill-ass dudes who are pretty real with life.
We're so chill, ladies. Come have sex with us.
I'm so chill, my cock is a fucking ice pop.
I'm so chill. My cock doesn't even want to get hard.
I'm so chill. My fucking cock is a fucking what are those icicles that are in a plastic package? Otter Pops. My cock is an otter pop, and you'll cut the sides of your mouth if you try and suck it. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm so chill. My cock has no feeling. I got nothing, dude. Like, for real. Fuck! I think you beat me out of this one. I'm so chill, my dick's not even trying to get into whatever this competition is.
I'm so chill, I can't feel my toes.
No, we're sticking with the cock. This is a thing now. You made this a thing. This is a thing. Fuck you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chill Ass Dude podcast.
Chill Ass Dude.
Fucking featuring Rardzilla Face and myself, Stanley Stutters. Don't feel bad for the loss of Lakeyshya. He is still alive. He's still well. He is doing other things. We are still friends. No bad feelings. He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my thing. He's still in contact. You might even see a Let's Stand podcast soon. In the interim, here's Rockzilla Face.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say my new partner.
Yay! We did it! We're not financially obligated to each other, so there's that.
We are not, and I wasn't really financially obligated to my friend Lakeyshya. However, I was creatively I don't even want to say creatively obligated. We're just friends, and we just meshed super well.
Super, and that's what I like about, like when you meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know each other for 8-9 months,
something like that,
and we just now find out within the last day or so.
So like we've sort of known, but I've never gone out of my way to ask.
Look at the other person's content, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you knocked on my door tonight, kind of drunk, and I was kind of drunk too, and
I'm still drunk.
Hey, you want to make a podcast? And I was like, let's make a fucking podcast. Let's make a fucking podcast.
Well, I'm gonna stream a Let's Play real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking do Let's Play? I do Let's Play. I've been doing Let's Plays for 4 years now. 5 years.
And I got a fucking mixer board. I got an interface. I got the setup, man.
Yeah.
As far as audio equipment goes for podcasts, and it just works. And he's got the editing skills, and I got editing software, but I haven't edited a day in my life.
Yeah, I've been editing videos for a hot minute. Now, I'm not too fancy, but I'm a quality over fancy. I'm not Michael fucking Bay, alright? I'm not gonna, put an ad on everything.
Well, I mean, obviously, you don't have explosions in every 3 seconds of your videos.
Not everything is blur motion capture.
Yeah.
An action's happening, but it's all blurry, but it's happening so fast you don't notice. But if you slow it down frame by frame at a 60 FPS, it's smudge.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
Now, I would like to have cooler intros where it's and a plaster thing, and it's that suck dick with autism dude, right? And then it's just the video, and then maybe an end credit little boop, and that's it. But I've over the years, it's just editing. You kind of grow, and it's kind of like how Flash players are too. It's you look at their content and you're like, oh god, this is shitty, and then but you like their content too.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that made me laugh, but 5 years later you're like, the content seems the same. You don't really notice the details change over time, but they do. And then you look back at a 4 or 5 year old video, and you're like, "Oh God!"
Kind of like.
That's so gross.
Have you seen the Super Flash Bros?
Yeah.
They're infamous, maybe. Their famous video. the decline of video gaming. I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that shit when I was like 10, and I literally recently watched it maybe a month ago. It's the same. It's on YouTube. The Flash interactive, well, it's not really interactive, but the Flash stuff's still there. But it's like I just want to watch the video.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're infamous. So is that whole generation. But now here's a new generation.
Right. Yeah.
Of people, but it's a lot of people.
Right. So
it's like quality is kind of going down, but the quantity is going up, and we gotta find a middle ground.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen ASDF movie?
Yes.
It's
yes,
a quick
I definitely have.
Oh, I'm a fucking bat, right?
30-second videos of animation.
So, the dude that does ASDF was watching a podcast documentary thing.
Yeah.
On a guy from Eddsworld, and Eddsworld died. He had a cancer, and it went into remission and came back, and he died from it.
Very unfortunate.
And he was a great video, he was a great Flash animator, right? And I really enjoyed his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dude that did ASDF was actually good friends with him, and actually did voice work for him too.
Yeah.
So I'll still watch ASDF stuff, the newer stuff that comes out, only because the heritage of Eddsworld.
Yeah.
It's it's a great animator. There was a story arc to all of the Eddsworld series stuff. And then obviously Eddsworld it's come to a conclusion, but the dude that does ASDF, I'll notice he does bits and pieces with other people here, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and kind of oh, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna reminisce a bit, because it's it might look old, it might look shitty, but there was something you liked about it back then, and then it just kind of triggers emotion and stuff too, which I find
it's kind of have you watched Gary's Mod stuff?
Some of it.
There's
so much of Gary's Mod though.
Yeah, so there's a series called The Idiot Box.
Did not watch that.
It's basically Looney Tunes,
yeah,
but through Gary's Mod, Team Fortress 2,
right,
Half-Life, Portal, all that shit. But it's funny. It is funny as fuck. It's still going on today. However, it's that kind of same problem. The older stuff is funnier than the new stuff, because the new stuff is just trying to replicate itself as the old stuff.
Right, and YouTube, it came out in 2008 or something along those lines. Now, if you want to correct me, internet, because you got to be so fucking politically correct, be my fucking guest. But, so YouTube, when it started getting big, right, people were putting movies out. It wasn't about let's put content out and get paid, because it really wasn't a thing. It was
no.
Oh, and then the algorithms of doing videos and this and that and being fucking YouTube famous, it wasn't different. It was oh, this is really funny, and then people found out about it, and then it's got 1 million views.
Yeah.
And it gets recognized and popular, and then people were oh my god, 1 million fucking
kind of
oh my god, and then now
the Leroy Jenkins video.
Yeah.
And wow. That's literally the first example of Let's Play.
And you know what happened from that?
Explosion.
Blizzard made a World of Warcraft game card of Leroy Jenkins because of how popular it became.
Jesus Christ!
Right, that's the fandom of it.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's oh, this is really funny, right? And it's all right, cool. Everything has 1 million views now, so what's the worth? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Germany during the World War. Right, it's
they have a lot of currency, but it's not worth anything.
Mean nothing.
There's a lot of creators and content out there, but how much is it actually worth?
And then you got not to compare everyone to Germany. PewDiePie, you fucking loser.
Even though he's Swedish.
He made anti-Semitic jokes recently that cost him some sponsors.
Oh, I'm sure.
Disney was not happy.
I literally have
of all people, Disney, really.
Wasn't Walt Disney a fucking anti-Semite too? Supposedly.
Yeah, Disney, wasn't he?
I don't know. Answer us, Disney. Challenge us, Disney.
Answer me, Disney. Faggots.
Anti-Semites.
And for those who don't know Rarzilla Face, go to my channel, Rarzilla Face.
Sure, let's plug.
Right. Anyways, to come back to a thought beforehand, but I'm not, racist. I'm not, a bigot. I'm not I just say words because it works.
It's probably healthy.
I really don't hate people. You can irritate the fuck out of me. There's 2 people in the whole world I absolutely fucking hate. And
that's blacks and Jews. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding, by the way.
2 very specific white people. And I'm white, for those who can't tell by how I sound. So if you want to get your
Meaning
shit in a
he's
tizzy...
not from the... No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't say anymore.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah, so don't get your dick in a twist there.
Don't get your fucking...
Just chill the fuck out. But
social justice panties in a fucking knot.
Yeah, fuck you, Antifa, you cunts. Anyways, so
Antifa, those guys make you laugh. Have you seen Stickman?
Oh my god.
Just fucking to beat off the fucking common.
Yeah.
Fucking Stickman, right? My boss told me about him, and I actually heard about him before my boss told me about him.
Mm-hmm.
And like I read an article about all those Antifa guys, right?
Anti-Antifa?
Or
Antifa?
So the guys who beat up Antifa protesters.
Yeah, okay. So the good guys.
Yeah, so
that's how I see it.
I'm gonna play the neutral guy and be like, there's 2 sides. There's the guys who fight the Antifa and the Antifa. I don't know what to call the maybe some people call them
It's like Obamacare and not Obamacare.
Yeah, basically, it's basically the right.
You like Obamacare, but it's not really doing you
It's
any good.
literally the extreme right versus the extreme left. Like, as extreme as you want to go, and everyone else is pretty much in the middle.
You can't take a joke like
oh,
you take
yeah,
a
no,
it's fuck you guys. It's satire right now.
It's totally satire right now.
You know what? From this point on, if you don't get that it's satire, then you
should probably stop listening right now.
Yeah.
And thumbs down.
So,
whatever.
Refer your friends to episode 1. It's all a satire all the time.
Don't give
Whether
a fuck.
you think I'm being satirical or not, it's a satire.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I forget what the source was.
Anyways.
There was a Marine, a guy who used to be a Marine,
right,
who got out, is now a protester, and beats up other protesters. And there's a gif of him punching some chick in the face, an Antifa chick in the face. Oh my god, sorry, look. I don't like to hit women. I don't hit women. I'm real skinny. I can't hit anyone hard. You know this for a fact, 'cause we fought, wrestled, whatever.
Well,
we fucked around.
Dude.
Regardless.
He throws some mad game though. You try and fight him. Jesus Christ, you try and fight this faggot. He'll fuck you up. He'll go down. But God, he's like a honey badger and a bear, alright? He'll fucking fight the bear, don't get me wrong.
Regardless.
But the bear's gonna kill him for sure.
Regardless, there's a gif and or video. I'm sure there's a video out there of this Marine punching some Antifa protester face, and I'm sorry to say, I don't want to hit women. But the way this guy punches this chick in the face, and I'm totally against hitting women. I can't make that point any clearer. Satire. The way he hits in her face is so fucking satisfying. It's such a solid BAM! It's such a solid fucking punch, square in the fucking jaw. It just hits the ground. And it just goes on about his business. And the way the article described him was he was literally an officer in an actual military unit taking care of his people that are on his side, bringing them back to behind the lines, taking care of them, and going back into the fight. And then they described Stickman in the same way, where he's a folk hero. It's so weird. They describe him as a folk hero.
Sing some blues songs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are. And he's literally got a shield, a gas mask, and a fucking stick, and he just beats up people. That whole I know. We got dim light. We got
his eyes. He looks like he took a fucking tab of E or something. Like it's fucking like.
No, this is just me normally.
Wide as.
I can't imagine myself on E because if I was on E, my eyes would be black.
Go into the whites of
your
eyes.
They'd be like elfin black. Just like, the whites of my eyes gone.
Gone. I don't know how this happens, but he can take it more like than any man.
Anyway, but
it's the most satisfying punch known to man.
That whole right versus left thing. I know about Stickman now, and I know to avoid him. I'm not Antifa, but I mean, if I was, holy shit, don't go near that guy. They gassed him, and all he did was put his gas mask on and was keep fucking fighting.
Trust your equipment.
Trust your equipment. And I'm sure he's ex-military, but regardless,
Right.
whatever. It's
Fuck.
that whole mini civil war, if you can call it a mini civil
It's
war.
not even really a civil war. I think
It's more like
there's a lot of. All right, well,
I
like
don't
think civil war requires bloodshed. Nobody really has died.
no, but they've gotten hurt.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I
Obviously.
wouldn't say a person or two hasn't died in a protest somehow.
Yeah,
I'd be arrogant for me to say, but it's it's like an active, engaging battle where people are deliberately trying to kill others is more civil war-y. I would.
I can see that.
I would fight for America and the Declaration of Independence and our constitutional freedoms
Yeah,
over being a baby. But that's just my view of it. Really.
if I could, I'd fight for the basic rights, the free speech, and the
Right.
free protest.
Right.
And I don't care what side you protest for, you got that right. And I'll back you up 100%.
Yeah, I'll same for me,
You know?
right? But like, shut the fuck up. You
Oh,
can't fucking say like I
the
can say
extremists
whatever
I can't
want.
vouch for.
You can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell me to shut up and say I can't say something.
Yeah,
And then still say that you are for our constitutional freedom of free speech.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
you can't shut someone else down and be all for something else. You know,
Right,
that,
yeah.
that shuts the other person down.
Blatantly opposing views are blatant.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's get into politics for a hot minute.
God damn, I hate
We tangented off of what?
To be totally honest, I hate politics, but it's kind of interesting to
getting
talk
hot.
about
We're getting
sometimes.
heavy.
I get hot under the collar talking about it a little
take
bit.
your shirt off. Let me lick your nipples. Cool you off a bit. I'll do it. I bet. I'll do it.
Bet.
I'll suck your dick for free. I'll pay you $5 and I'll suck your dick.
I know you'll staple your fucking scrotum to your thigh for like $20, but let's not go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not satire, by the way.
It-
That's real life. Give me $20, I'll staple my scrotum. You can watch. If you pay $20, you can watch me staple my scrotum.
Pay per view. It's gonna be a live stream. If we get enough fucking donations, you can watch Rodzilla face.
We'll do a cam show where you don't have to use a credit card.
It won't be Twitch. It'll be like fucking.
Oh, you know what? It will be Twitch. Fuck you. I don't give
Will
a
it be
shit.
Twitch?
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do it on Twitch.
I don't know if Twitch will allow that because
I
they
don't
got
give
some
a-
fucking rules.
Well,
It'll have to be like a porn cam site.
well,
like,
no, that's the thing. Like, when's Twitch gonna catch it?
I mean, probably as soon as you do it.
No, I'll be like, and then like, when I get enough viewers, I know. And by the way, I'm doing the pointing at you with the thumbs up, kind of, hey.
The finger guns.
Like the Fonz. Yeah, finger guns. Hey! Right? Kind of like with a shit grin on my face, like, eh.
Shit eating grin.
Right. I get like 100 viewers, and then somebody gives me $20, I'll just staple my scrotum to my thigh.
Just a real click. Clack.
Click, clack, and I'll hold it and I'll show them and be like, ooh, look at that. You don't get to see the shaft because, you know,
Will you do a
I have
windmill?
standards. No, I have standards. I'm not going to show my dick.
What if they had?
Just the scrotum and the thigh. Maybe the gooch.
What if?
Maybe.
What if it was on? What the fuck?
A porn site? I'll just...
A porn site.
Then you can see all you want. You pay $20.
There you go. You heard it here first.
I'll staple my scrotum to my thigh for $20.
For $20.
I have no morals.
Let those donations come in.
Yeah. Donate to my Patreon. I don't have a Patreon.
We
'cause
don't
I'm
have
not
a
loser.
Patreon. Neither
I'm
of
not
us
a-
have it.
I am not a loser.
Nor do we
I
have
pay
a
my
fucking,
bills with an actual job.
Nor do we have a Kickstarter, because that's also for losers.
Oh my! I told somebody that today too. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah?
"Oh, I need to get, you know, I used to YouTube all the time and do this and that, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yeah, I better reactivate that Kickstarter too, bruh." He's like, "Yeah, actually, I should do that," and I'm like, "Ugh." like for real?
It hurts.
Yeah, like,
It hurts.
Like stop. Oh, God, mainstream gamers
Yeah.
piss me off.
Oh my.
Who in the mainstream gaming community
Holy shit.
gets your dick soft?
I hate EA for one, and I
You
also hate
Electronic
Ubisoft.
Arts, EA, by the way.
Yes, I
Ubisoft?
also hate Ubisoft.
Everybody calls it Ubisoft. I always grew up as it being
Ubisoft?
Yeah,
Regardless of your pronunciation, I hate them.
because it's like you be soft. Because I'm
you
gonna
make my dick soft.
no, you make your booty soft so I can cram my dick in it. take all your money.
All right, so they went wrong after the second Assassin's Creed. The first Assassin's Creed was great. I thought it was great.
How old's the second one?
I think it was like 2 years after the first one.
Well, that doesn't tell me context.
I know.
When did the first one come out?
When the first? I think 2000. No, when the first?
It's over 10 years, I believe. It's about a 10-year game.
So
like, the series and all are over 10 years.
So maybe 2005, 2007, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I can
So
maybe see that.
that's the
2009,
range.
2010, the second one came out.
So then 2009, 2008, maybe the second one, and then they had that trilogy that came out year after year after year. So 2011, 2012, and 2013, they had Ezio's trilogy.
Crank.
Cranking that, milking that fucking sweet cow titty milk.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, how much, guys? My face hole. Oh, shit. My face back.
And of course, all the fanboys fell for it,
Right,
and me
yeah.
being at the time one of them,
Naturally.
played through halfway through the first Ezio's trilogy and all the way through the second part of Ezio's trilogy, and then I touched the third one, and I just fell off of it. I was like, all right, this is retarded. God, it was so fucking. It was the same fucking thing. But they claimed that the controls were finer, but it wasn't, because the first Assassin's Creed, admittedly, the controls were shit.
Yeah.
You know, you'd walk into like a building. Rephrase that. You would climb up a wall and you would try and jump to the opposite wall, and he'd just jump off and go somewhere, wherever the fuck he wanted.
Fall wherever, yeah.
He'd fall wherever, you know. And it was sort of better with the second 2.2, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
2.25, you know, trilogy, but just it was the same shit. And then it's fucking the actual third one was more of the same. Then the pirate one was more of the same ish. But people claim that was a good one.
Because you can drive boats and shit.
Yeah, you can be a pirate.
Oh,
They might as well have made a Pirates of the Caribbean game.
that's how I feel about it. I've never I played Assassin's Creed for 20 minutes of my entire life
Yes.
since the whole series has been out. And yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even remember which one. I think 3 maybe? I don't even fucking know. Not the boat one. The first-
Boat one was 4, I think, and 3 was the one where he's in the Revolutionary War.
Nope, not. Wait, maybe I played 25 minutes.
It doesn't
I played
matter.
2 of them. Either way, I have not played a significant part of the game to
Yeah.
even consider anything. But like, I just already know that game is so browbeaten that it's like obnoxious. Like
It's so milked.
it's like, yeah, I know. And like once you get like 8 episodes in, or 8, you know,
Chapters,
games,
whatever.
or you know,
sessions.
into a series, it's like that story better be deep as fuck.
I feel like they were so divided
Otherwise,
between.
you know,
They were so divided between
it's like
the
Call of
historical
Duty
aspect and then the-
Battlefield. You know?
Yeah.
Same fucking principle.
I mean, as far as the story goes, they were so divided between the Abstergo aspect, the real life,
Yeah.
quote unquote, and the historical aspect, and they just couldn't choose. So they tried mashing them together, but it just didn't work.
Right. And did you hear Watch Dogs is actually a part of the Assassin's Creed series?
Really?
What?
Mind blown.
Yeah, the companies. So
Ubisoft, right?
No, yeah.
It's the same company, but
Watch Dogs.
yes.
Right.
Abstergo?
There's a couple companies,
Yeah.
right, in Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
That if you pay attention are the same companies that are doing the machine deals where you sit in your thing and you go,
You fucking flash back to your ancestors' past.
Right. So Watch Dogs is like a hidden kind of game for those who don't know, I'm not crazy. I've actually watched a couple videos on YouTube, weirdly. Weird how YouTube is a thing. But
Yeah.
it's like a staple almost in our life.
So, I own Watch Dogs 2 on Steam. I tried playing it. It doesn't fucking work. Through Steam, through Ubisoft Uplay, as it were.
Oh, don't even get me started
Yo.
on that shit. I hate it. Like, I tried playing fucking, what's the game with the Plants vs. Zombies? I tried playing Plants vs. Zombies on PC. I played the phone app one, right?
Okay.
Where it's just like zombie horde,
Yeah.
plants, upgrade them, you
Yes.
know, whatever. So there's a
Tower defense.
There's like a PlayStation version of that.
Okay.
My dad owns PlayStation, and I, went to his house several years ago. Just, you know, like, spend a week with him. Just, you know, because I could. And fucking middle of the night, he's like, you know, like winding down. I'm like, hey, you know, like what games do you have on your PlayStation? He's like, oh, I got this. And I was like, oh, Plants vs Zombies. You know, I like playing that on the phone. You know, let's try it out. And it's like, I created a PlayStation account, right, just so I can have my own thing. Cause I'm an achievement whore and a score whore and like a KD whore. Like those are my stats. If somebody else plays on my profile, like that tarnishes. Like it's like one thing that pissed me off is my sister played Left 4 Dead 2 and she got an achievement, and I was like, that's mine. No, I didn't earn it. You know. Yeah. So, and that's like why growing up, my dad was like, well, just let your sister play the game. Like, she better create her own fucking account. No, just let her play. I'm like, no. And she gets an achievement. I'm like, that's why I don't fucking want to do with this shit. Fuck. But, so, Plants vs Zombies, create my own account, right? And I'm like, alright, cool. And then I go, and it's like, oh, well, you need a Ubisoft account. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, fine.
Oh, God.
Right? Or, no, it was like a PopCap account. And I was, well, there's a PlayStation, and then some weird-ass PlayStation account for that. And I was like, oh, God, whatever. And then a PopCap account. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then, like, I did another thing, and it's like, well, you need to do this as well and you know, sign up with this in order to just play the game. Yeah. And I'm like, I am not signing up to 500 different fucking things just to play a game. I don't care. Yeah. And it's like, now some random email has like spam for no reason, and it's like, I'm not wasting my time to submit to your advertising. I just want to play a video game. It doesn't matter if it's good, if it's bad. I picked this game because something appeals to me and I just want to fucking play it. And you telling me I need to create this account and I need to create this account and I need to create this account totally detracts, and me spending 40 minutes creating accounts to play a game,
it kills the playability.
40 minutes fucking lost.
It honestly kills the playability.
My dick gets fucking soft, and I was like, fuck this, and then my dad's like, dude, this is the last thing you gotta do, and I was like, ugh, and I fucking submitted it, and I'm like, don't wanna fucking do this!
Yeah. So
fuck!
I've totally mentioned it before on previous podcasts, and I've told you off mic about this, but no, it really irritates me. It really
people.
No, what really fucking just gets under my skin is fucking early access fucking video games.
Dude, do you like sucking corporate America's dick?
Do you like getting
buy early access?
Yo, do you like getting butt fucked by Steam? Do you
God, right?
Fucking chilling out dumb content that would otherwise be in a game if you just sold it wholesale? Buy early access.
That's why. All right.
Oh my God. So don't even get me started. Like,
one thing that pisses me off is like not buying early access when I should have, because the game genuinely is good.
But here's the thing, right? Early access is essentially a beta.
It's ever been like that for me.
I mean, early access has only ever been. It's essentially an alpha you pay for, and then it becomes a beta you've already played for, and then becomes a full game. So yeah, there's a pretty
extra time.
On paper, it sounds like a great investment, right? You pay for it when the idea is announced, and they add on to the idea over time, and you've already paid for it.
Is it a really good idea? Well, okay, like, think of investors, though.
Yeah.
Like, why would I ever pay for something I have no idea about?
Exactly.
It's just not been presented.
It's the same thing with pre-ordered games, right?
Right.
You're paying for something you don't even know anything about. You've seen trailers, you've seen videos, you've seen the directors, artists, creators talk about it.
A bunch of games.
And then it's just, you don't know if it's going to flop or not.
Yeah, like you go to E3 and then it's like, here's this big fucking video. Looks nice. It looks. Oh, you know, we're using this software and this engine and this and that, blah blah blah. And it's like, oh damn, these graphics look great. Everything
they look great. It looks like it functions fluidly.
It's a pre-rendered fucking video that's only in that specific. And it's like people are like, oh, this looks good, and then they buy the game and they're like, what the fuck is this piece of trash.
It was the same instance that happened with No Man's Sky, unfortunately.
Oh my god! So I'm familiar with No Man's Sky because I play Elite Dangerous.
Yes.
So I can give you the whole rub and
the
rundown.
whole, like, so I bought it on PC. I
You
played
fucked up? Continue.
about like 30 to 45 minutes of it. I could probably tell you exactly how many minutes
believe
and or
you.
hours I played of
I
it
believe you.
on Steam.
Let's assume an hour.
Let's assume an hour. It
posterity,
was
yeah.
boring as fuck. I can't even fucking describe it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it was. It was Minecraft underneath another skin, underneath another skin, underneath another skin. Like, it's just fucking the same shit.
Right.
And it promised nothing. It promised a lot under the guise of nothing.
So, alright, so...
Give me your tip, please.
Okay, so I'm a fan of Elite Dangerous. For
Yes.
those who don't know, Elite Dangerous has been... Elite! It's been around since 1983. Under the guy... not
Deep
guy.
lore.
It's under the name of David Braben. He's an intelligent Englishman. Yes, English, I say.
Tea.
Anyways,
Bollocks.
so,
Anyway.
there's a story. There's been like, I think, 4 games in total since 1983, and the arc of the story has continued since. And there's been several books, and not like 4 or 5, like 14 to 16 books.
Yeah.
That have been written over time. 9 that are readily available on, if you look on an ebook of whatever.
Audible, whatever.
Kind of, yeah, Audible specific. I'm not promoting. That's why I'm not saying anything specifically.
It's just the biggest audiobook name out there.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
like still, I'm not trying to promote anyone specific. But you can find these books, like $7-8 a book. I bought 9 of them, all 9 that you can readily find. Otherwise, like others, you have to buy the hardbacks. But anywho, so you have the trinity
No, keep going.
of okay, stepping out to use the facilities.
No, I totally like cut my pinky earlier.
Oh, it's
trying to
bleeding.
cut up some meat and it just fucking busted open.
Oh.
But please continue.
Anyway, so you have the trinity of space games, right? You have No Man's Sky, you have Elite Dangerous, and then you have Star Citizen, right? So we'll preface the 2, and then we're gonna get into Elite because I like Elite, and that's the one I've been playing for a year and a half. Anyways, and I'm not. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons of all the games, even Elite Dangerous. There's a lot of fucking hiccups with Elite, and it's disappointing, but it's like the most successful to me, not because I play it, but because of what's physically happened. So you have No Man's Sky, right? Hyped, super fucking hyped. I've seen it, and I was like, oh, this game looks great, right? And this was, a long time in the making. And it's like they tell you like they show you these videos, E3, all this stuff, this and that, blah blah blah. And they're like, you go to the center of the galaxy. There are how many? Like I don't know the number. Like how
it was
many?
like 1 billion or something. Like 3 trillion or it was some absurd number
Of systems you can go to, right? And they're like,
yeah.
The odds of you running into another person are almost impossible unless you had a friend who played and they said, let's meet here specifically.
At a specific coordinate.
And then you go there and then, hey, you met your buddy, right? And I've seen physical gameplay footage. You can land on a planet. That's cool. That's great. And honestly, it is because flying in space is its own thing. And to have a server that can support billions of things all at once. But then you got to remember, is it a background simulation or is it not? Probably not.
Is it pre-rendered or is it
No, well, background
randomly
sim
generated?
A background sim means if nobody ever played at all, the AI would still be doing things. But are there AI? Are there AI?
In No Man's Sky? I have no idea. I never played enough to fucking learn.
But there's like little animals that do things.
Yeah, they're
Nothing
randomly
important.
generated
Right.
animals,
All right. But so
they're-
I'm assuming there's not a background sim, right?
Yeah.
So now, correct me if I'm wrong, internet. Please, honest criticism. I appreciate honest criticism. If you're like, oh, you're a dumb fucking retard, then that's admissible to me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb retard. Ooh.
You hurt my feelings.
You got me.
Oh, my feelings, which I don't have anymore.
Oh fuck. Fucking as a 25-year-old, I've gone over a lot of things really quick, and your opinion of me doesn't really fucking matter.
Some
honestly.
12-year-old's opinion of a 25-year-old, it's
You got me.
It's not gonna hurt anymore.
The world will keep spinning.
we're
if
literally
I'm not here or
numb.
not, guys.
We are
Believe me.
literally numb.
Right.
Anyway, continue, please.
So, No Man's Sky, super hyped, and then they're like, the objective is to get to the center of the galaxy. Well, that wasn't fucking wrong. So you do this, you build your ship, I assume, enough to get to the center.
You can customize it, but yeah.
Right. Anyway.
So when you start the game, you have to fucking repair your ship because you're crashed on a random planet.
Sure.
You know.
Context to plot, yeah.
You have to mine resources, fix your ship, and then you can launch off that and then go to another planet. But I remember specifically where I went to another planet, but I landed in a weird spot. And my ship glitched between some random wall and the ground, and I died instantly. And it was just so funny, and I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Isn't that supposed to be, like, fixed? No, that's not what happened. I tried getting back into my ship. It landed alright. I tried getting back, and I tried launching, but it was clipped between the wall and, like, not a wall. So my ship was just fucking... You know, for like 10 minutes, I was like, what the fuck am I doing right now? And I literally just died. My ship crashed, and I died. I was like, how is this supposed to fix it? And I reloaded the game, and it did the same thing. I was like, well, I guess I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh well, and I just stopped playing.
Oh well. So.
But as you were saying, I'm sorry.
No, it's good to, like, you know, tangent sometimes. Just context really is helpful to some people. But under the assumption of that being a normal game glitch, now, shit fucking happens, and I've seen stuff in games where it's like nobody's ever seen it, and it's like,
Like, have you seen the launches of some MMOs? Like, I know ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. That initial launch was trash. No one could get past the tutorial level. Now, I've heard it's actually a pretty good game.
Right, yeah, I've heard the same thing too, but, like, just sometimes stuff kind of, like, I wouldn't say get overlooked, but, like, not exactly put to the wayside either. It's just sometimes just shit fucking at the last minute fucks up, and it happens. But No Man's Sky is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like super hyped. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me with constructive criticism, the devs fucking lied.
Oh yeah, that seems to be the word on the street.
Now, I could be wrong. You want to put video down, I'll go look it up and be like, oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, whatever.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there were multiple interviews where they were very ambiguous towards...
Being ambiguous is not lying.
No, but they were really ambiguous towards the capability of the gameplay. They were like...
but that's just that's poor craftsmanship in my opinion. If you have a piece of shit and you're like, it could smell bad, it could smell good. Who really knows? But
depending on who shot it, it could smell good.
Right, you know.
You know, but they were really ambiguous towards multiplayer, and it'll I don't know. They never really gave any specifics, but everyone kept building up that hype train.
And that's the thing too, like you can anticipate and be hopeful, and that hopefulness turns into a hype.
Yeah.
And that hype is a ladder, and you climb all the way up that fucking ladder, and then all of a sudden you get to the top, and there's a fucking dude, and he just is like, ha, loser, and just kicks you.
Oh yeah.
And then you're just fucking falling down this goddamn fucking 80-foot ladder.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I wonder why that happened. Well, you climbed the fucking ladder, so...
And unfortunately, I am a conductor of hype trains. I have been known to be in the past.
I've hyped myself up on stuff and
know,
been like, piece of shit.
I mean, a long time ago when Guild Wars 2 came out, I have it on my computer right now. Regardless, I hyped that up. Regardless, I hyped that up to my friends, like, yo, let's play this game. Let's all get into it. You know.
I've done that with Elite.
And my friends, they didn't. Some of them didn't even buy it. One did because he bought the first Guild Wars, and it was real boring. It was like, wow, this isn't anything I wanted it to be. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I've done that, and I'm like, with Elite, it's like $60, but it's worth the $60 because it's not a game. It's not a game you play in 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, and it's done. It's a game that you play for a very long time, and it's And I have friends who played it, and they're like, "Oh, this sounds good," because they played Eve and Dust 514. For those old heads out there, I'm not explaining it to people who don't know what it is. If you know what it is, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh yeah, this is great." And then, you know, like a couple months in, they're like, you know, blah blah. And I'm like, they're part of a player group and this and that, and they're like, you know, why aren't you playing? I'm like, oh, we're not, you know, we just kind of
fell off.
Yeah, not really. They felt, you know, we're not interested. And they said not interested. And I'm like, oh, dude. And I felt bad because that's $60 for 2 people that they spent. And I hyped it up. I'm like, it's really a great game. They're like, and they when they were playing, they're like, this is a great game and I love it and it's great and it's, you know, learning curve is huge and this and that, blah blah blah. And you know, like 3 months later, I'm like, oh no, we're not gonna play. And it's like I feel like I did not necessarily like force them to pay $60 into a thing that they don't like, but it's like I am a part of the reason that they spent $60 and I feel shitty for it.
Well, you know what? Maybe
but
it's
they
not...
do play it on and off.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't.
That's kind of how I am with StarCraft 2.
Oh my god.
So
I bought that so long ago.
Here's a story about how how my life got turned upside down. About.
I'm trying to think for
I'm trying to remember the lyrics. I'm trying to remember the French Prince of Bel-Air. Anyway.
I can take a moment to sit right here and tell you a story
about StarCraft 2, about the Wings of Liberty.
Oh yeah, the DLC.
So here's the real story: is that my friend Teddy, whom I've known since 5th grade, whom I love dearly, he's one of my closest friends I've ever known.
Sucks his dick on occasion.
You know, we 69 on occasion. You know, bring his girlfriend in. It's fun. Just kidding. Anyway, him and my friend Alex, they were both big StarCraft guys. They played the first one on PC and on Mac. But who games on Mac? My friend Alex. He used to.
Have you seen the video? Yeah, I'd like to. I'm an avid gamer. Yeah, I'd like to buy a Mac.
I mean,
stop throwing shit.
All right, real shit. When I had before I actually bought a real gaming PC. Yeah. I saw StarCraft 2 on a Mac, and it looked beautiful. Right. It looked absolutely gorgeous. I played on my PC, which was trash. It was like an HP, whatever. You know, your run-of-the-mill
standard Hewlett-Packard, yeah.
Exactly, your standard Hewlett-Packard fucking PC, and it was trash. I was like, what the fuck am I playing this on? So then I got an actual gaming PC. And it was gorgeous.
Hashtag Alienware.
Yeah, right?
We're not endorsed by Alienware.
Even though we're running on an Alienware.
Shut up, we're not endorsed, but shut up.
Anyway, so I play that game on occasion, but I'm not into it. And my friends, to prove your point, make a long story short, to prove your point, I play it on occasion, but I'm not obsessed with it. Right. It's a good game, but I'm not into it. It's not my thing.
And I've told my friends too. I'm like, dude, I feel real guilty. Like, you guys bought Elite.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought you'd enjoy it, and it seemed like you did, and you don't. And they're like, don't feel bad at all. Like, you know, we still play it every now and then. Yeah. But, like, you know, and I never feel guilty when I buy games specifically to play with a specific person. You know, because I gotta, like, Payday 2, right? I bought Payday 2. For the 360 when it came out, right? Yeah. Before I fucking knew them.
I love Payday 2, by the way.
Right. So
on PC, but
on Xbox One they came out, or not Xbox One, but they have like a pass thing going on with Xbox, you pay like this, almost not like a subscription.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
Right, but
they have
like you get hundreds of games for free or discounted prices, right? And it was free. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, download. And it's like this, like, it's Payday 2 with, like, some DLC shit going on, right? Yeah. And I'm like, I bought this on 360, some of my shit should just carry over, right? And none of it did. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Blah. You know, I was like, alright, whatever, I'll just start over again. No big deal. And they got prestiges now. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this shit?
I mean, to be fair, Payday 2 has a lot of DLC, and most of it is cosmetic.
Right, well, that's the thing. Yeah. It's like when you played Payday 2, it was like you played the same 8 fucking missions.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then
it gets boring real quick.
Oh my god. And then Payday 2 with the DLC, it's got a lot of new stuff, and I'm sure it will get old when it gets old.
Let me tell you about Dick Bronco.
Which would be too fucking long. But it's just nice to see a little extra, because it's like you have the same missions, but then now you have like
extra shit.
You know, you specifically rob a big bank, not a small bank, but a big bank. You go up second floor. You got to go into the basement. You got to open a vault and then get into another vault.
The small banks are fun to rob because they're just stupid simple. Like, you point the gun, he gives you the money. you either kill him or you don't. If you kill him, you lose money, whatever. Regardless.
I don't care about losing 5,000 or.
No,
12,000
those
or
fucking civilians are cheap.
Right. Thank you. Compared to what you earn. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
what, I'll
it's
kill
worth
every
it.
civilian just because.
Unless you kill. Oh, I mean, that's the thing. Unless you kill every civilian and purposefully hunt down civilians, you're gonna lose some.
Oh hey, you're alive. Blah.
Yeah.
You know.
Blah, blah, yeah. But let me tell you about Dick Bronco.
Dick motherfucking Bronco.
So during my Payday 2 days with my friend Charlie Frown, King of Sadness, he is the king of human emotion.
Yeah. I have.
We used to play the first Payday and Payday 2 subsequently. And I had a gun, and it was a snub-nosed revolver, and it was the something Bronco, some caliber, but I always called it
like a 44 Bronco.
something like that. Yeah, and I called it Dick Bronco, and that was a running joke between him and I. I was like,
Right.
yeah, I got Dick Bronco. This mission's gonna go great, and always failed.
Naturally, right?
Oh, of course, all the time. But
Knock on wood.
Charlie Frown knew. He knew all the secrets to Payday.
Right.
He knew all, like he was a fucking bank robber extraordinaire.
This is
You know, like to the point where it's like, I think we could pull off a bank heist for real. I'm like, you sure about that, Charlie? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
So like the engineer class, you get the turrets, and you get 2 turrets.
Yeah. I
Right,
actually used to.
and
I think that was my specialty, to be
Right,
honest.
that was my specialty. Chris was like, yeah, cover fire, bitch.
I think I used to actually blow stuff up more. The explosive tree, in that.
Right, yeah, no, that naturally follows it too. Like,
Yeah.
you can do both, but like, you really have to put all your points into it. But you can only pick turrets, or you can pick explosives.
I think I picked explosives.
Turrets, right? So, fucking, I would pick turrets because
Yeah.
I'm a support type player.
Yeah.
I've always played support. I like it, not because I gotta play support. Like I like hiding in the background, building my armies, doing my own thing, and then it's like,
And then they just happen to help other people.
Right, and
You know?
like I enjoy like being a support character. I thoroughly do enjoy it, and like I don't care about getting a high score. I don't care about KD. I don't care about a
Yeah.
I just want to enjoy the game, and I like winning.
That's me.
So-
That's me through and through.
Right. So it's like I want to win a game. Everyone wants to be Big Dick, right?
Oh, of
You
course.
know what I'm saying?
Everyone wants to be Big Dick Bronco.
Nobody wants to be the support guy. So like somebody has to fill that role. Somebody has to.
Oh, of course.
I don't mind doing it, and like it's kind of like you do something over and over again, right? And it's like you get past dumb shit, like on the psychological sense of things, and it's you start to enjoy it for what it really is, and you see all like for what it's worth, the importance of it, and it's like you serve a purpose, and I think that's humanity. What is my purpose, right?
Yeah.
You know?
You just
Like-
went from Payday 2 to fucking.
Well,
philosophy real
for
quick.
those who don't know, I want to be a physicist, so I'm not saying I'm a dumb person, but I'm not the smartest by no means.
No.
But I do study psychology in my free. I study a lot of NITO type things in my free time. I'm not a psychologist or a doctor or a scientist, but you know, I do study, like legitimately study these things.
Study things.
Because I need to pay my bills somehow.
At some point.
You know.
You know.
So.
You gotta pay for college somehow, kids.
Right. Yeah.
It's either sucking cock or learning psychology, so you gotta pick your poison.
No, to understand psychology means you understand people, which means you can manipulate them in a way.
Oh, yeah.
And manipulate is not a bad word. Manipulate is not a bad word.
It's
all right?
neither a terrible action either.
You can use it poorly, like people in Congress use their power
Poorly.
All
But
right?
it works.
To manipulate
unfortunately.
means to make someone do something that you want, right? I'm not a cunt, all right?
It seems
entirely
on the surface. It seems naturally evil, like D&D.
right.
Like, it seems. Look, it seems lawful evil.
Fuck you.
To be honest, it seems.
Yeah, lawful evil. Yeah.
Seems somehow lawful evil.
Well,
maybe chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil is like lawful good.
Okay, so we'll say lawful, chaotic evil.
Sure.
Neutral evil.
Why not? Neutral.
I'm trying to.
Who cares?
I'm trying to align manipulation.
Right.
It's somewhere in that spectrum. somewhere between chaotic good and lawful evil.
Like old Uncle Ben used to say, something about power.
I mean, like, it depends on what you use it for.
Right.
If you know how, and you use it for good, cool. If you use it for evil,
so, and
whatever.
my thing is, like, if you, like, you should just be good because, not because good things happen because superstition, but, like, let's say I help you out, right?
Yes.
And it's like, all right, cool. And maybe you're like, oh, he helped me out. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it gives them more incentive to help me out later when I really need it. Not that I'm going to abuse it, but like, you know, like, hey man, like, could you do me a solid? Like, just it's a simple thing, like nothing. But can you do me a favor, man? Like, please, like, it's not like I want to hold this against you or over you, but I personally, I know that you know I helped you because you were there when I helped you.
It's kind of like karma, right?
But
it is karma.
It is karma.
You're totally
in the same
karma.
sense. Totally, it is karma.
Yeah.
Because of how karma is technically defined.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you do good, you get good, right? Well, I do good to you, you will be more inclined to do good to me back because there's a mutual benefit. And then because you helped me do the thing after I helped you, I can rely on you. And I'm more inclined to help you back, and that's how you develop friendships too. And sometimes it backfires so hard, like, oh dude, I did over the years, right? But fucking, you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
But
I know what you're saying.
Psychological aspect of whatever we were talking about, because I'm
Payday 2.
Payday 2. I'm drunk as fuck right now.
You totally. I don't know how you did it. You totally bridged Payday 2 in psychology.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, helping people, right?
Yes.
So it's not that I want to force fuck somebody. Like I fucking, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be that big dick, right?
Oh, of course. Everyone wants to be the top tier leader in that game.
But the smart man knows you can't be successful by always being, you know, strong arming a motherfucker.
Of course.
There's in some games, like, people really don't realize how intellectual you have to be to perform certain things. Now, some people like to play certain styles for a reason. It's based off of how they are internally.
Of course.
I like to play support characters because the group won't function without them.
Of course.
But I enjoy doing them, not because the group will function, but it's the development of that as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of, and that's where people, like, when they say it's complicated, that's like how that kind of shit starts fashioning.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, it's, you know, I like helping people because I'm a good person. Well, why are you a good person? Well, you can get into fundamentals and roots of,
Are you
like,
really a good person,
you know,
or do you just like to play a
My
good person?
dad fucked me when I was 3 is why I'm a good person. You know,
holy shit!
Could, like, but you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
So fucking,
it's the same case with Overwatch, right? Because
everyone wants to be a fucking Hanzo.
Oh my!
I don't play Overwatch.
God.
Never a day in my life have I played Overwatch, but I know Hanzo's a fucking. You're a loser if you play Hanzo. I don't give a shit.
It's Hanzo if you're.
You're a fucking loser if it ain't Hanzo. Fuck you.
I'm gonna turn my headphones down.
Alright, I'm done yelling about Hanzo or whatever.
Hanzo, yes.
I've never played Overwatch, for real.
Here's the thing, though, right? Because everyone wants to be the big dude in the game. That's
big dick, as I like to say.
As you say, everyone wants to be the big dick.
Right.
In a game. However, Overwatch kind of counteracts that in a good way.
Right. It should.
To ensure that everyone plays as a team.
Not everybody.
However.
Right, because what it does is like, well, if I pick this, as far as I think I know, you pick a character, nobody else can be that character.
Yes.
So that's how you balance that. Mm-hmm. So you got a good guy. You got like a tank.
Yeah, you have a tank. You have tanks.
You got healers and supporters.
And you have DPS. For lack of a better word.
Sure. Fine.
Damage.
Yeah. A DPS, a tank, a healer, and a support character, right? That's 4 people.
Well, support is kind of... Healers and support are lumped together in Overwatch.
Well, yeah, a healer...
So not everyone...
Not everyone's... A healer is a support character. Not every support character is a healer.
Not every support character is a healer.
Squares and rectangles, right?
Yes.
So, fucking... Healers are their own category. Ah, fuck you.
They are.
I don't care.
It's real unfortunate.
I don't know why I'm looking at you.
And even
microphone.
And even saying
when I'm yelling.
And even saying DPS is kind of wrong because you have offense and you have defense characters,
DPS.
right? Because
you have offense and defensive tanks. Offensive tank.
Oh no,
they can murder.
They're literally just tanks, and then you have defensive characters, which is Hanzo, and then Widowmaker, kind of your snipers,
make a dragon.
right?
I watched a parody, and he has 2 dragons.
And then he just fucking launches fucking sperm dragons at you.
This excessively long fucking like.
But Genji does the same thing, and he's an offensive character.
Right, the sword guy with the mask. Right, but it's only one dragon.
The cyborg ninja.
Yeah, I watched the parody. That's the only reason why I know this is a thing.
Yeah.
Yesterday, actually.
Where the hell was I going with this? But
everyone wants to be the big guy.
Everyone wants to be the damage dealer, the tank. Everyone wants to be everything. However, Overwatch really counteracts that in that you can't be everything because everyone has to play a specific role.
Well, everybody can't be the same thing. Everybody has to be something else.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I try and play support, but I also sometimes go offense. And
it's fine, but like everybody, that's why, because like I know everybody wants to do that,
That's why I play support too.
Yeah, because it's like a smart man will play for the team, not play for himself.
Play the team,
Yeah, so fucking, it's like I don't mind, because like I have on my YouTube channel, I have a split screen Battlefield, and everybody's like, how did you do split screen? It's like, well,
how did you do split screen?
Don't worry about it.
All right, whatever.
I'll tell you off script.
Okay.
Not script, but you know what I mean. Internet.
Off mic.
Yeah, why not? So, but no, for real, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But, he and I are both snipers, right?
Okay.
He is 69 in the world.
He is your friend? I'm
Yes.
assuming? Okay.
69 in the world in sniping for Battlefield.
Okay.
In the world. This was like 4 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
In the world. In sniping on Battlefield. Like that's... 69 seems like a really high number, but there are thousands of players.
Like the guy who's #1 sniping in Call of Duty is probably number 70 in Battlefield.
I wouldn't, I don't know how to assimilate that. So
I mean, so Call of Duty is you put the dot on the guy, the bullet goes where the dot is. There's bullet drag in Battlefield, so the bullet will fall as it goes forward. Bullet drop, yes. So someone who is a really good sniper in Call of Duty
more skilled.
is probably a less skilled sniper in Battlefield.
Unless they play Battlefield a lot.
Unless they play both, I mean, and know the differences in physics.
I would honestly be like, if I was playing, I play Battlefield, I don't play Call of Duty, so if I played...
Neither do I.
If I played Call of Duty, I'd probably be like, bah, and I'd be like, oh yeah, bah, bah, bah.
Oh, it's basically
like,
paintball. It is literally paintball or laser tag, but in a video game form. You might as well just go out.
Paintball, in real paintball, the balls drop.
Those balls
eventually
drop. Laser tag doesn't. It just goes straight. But even then, you have to have decent aim, half decent aim at least.
But so I would call out his shots. I'd sit there with the scope and I'd spot people.
Yeah.
I got like some 40-something assists. And I was like, yeah, no, we won. I got 40 assists, 2 kills. 1 death.
Yeah.
I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I was, yeah. I was like, we fucking won. Yeah. 40 assists.
Yeah.
He got 40 kills.
I mean, I think I did something similar with Lakeyshya, but he was way better at Battlefield.
I don't know if that's
a
a real number. It's made up, but like you can like I'm pretty sure I got like 2 kills.
Something like that. But maybe more assists than actual kills, but whatever.
Wait.
It doesn't matter because I mean the Battlefield kind of accumulates score.
Yeah. Like if you watch the video, you'd be like, well, he didn't get 40 kills. Well, maybe he did.
I mean, whereas in Call of Duty, if you were to do a similar thing,
yeah,
you would get less points.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, but like Battlefield, like you should work as a team. Whereas
Of
Call of
course.
Duty, it's like fucking murder.
Oh yeah, no, everyone on a team is a one-man army.
Pretty much.
All they have to do is get the
Take
most
it from
points
you.
and die less.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
You know, and that's why I hate
it's
Call
impersonal.
of Duty.
It is. So,
We've been
No
going
Man's
on-
Sky sucks is what we're getting at.
Holy shit! I totally forgot we were talking about that.
So, No Man's Sky. All right, to synopsis time.
What do we
Synopsis time.
Synopsis. What did we learn today, Roselle Face?
No Man's Sky sucks, cunt.
Yes.
Anyway, so what you do, the goal is to fly to the center of the galaxy, and what it does is like, good job, you flew to center, gosh.
Oh god, cocks are so
Right.
good.
So-
Whoops.
You don't ever find anyone. It's pointless to collect resources after you fix your ship unless you're getting gas, I assume. You fly to the center of the galaxy, like seriously, you fix your ship, like you don't need to do any other mission. Your goal is to fly to the center, right? You just find gas and you fly to the center. And then what it does is like, congratulations, and then it resets you into a random part. And it's like you reset the whole game again. It's
Basically.
stupid.
It's kind of
You can 8 hours. You can complete. You can complete the game. You can complete the game.
you can complete No Man's Sky.
The game in 8 hours.
A normal day. If you dedicate your day to playing No Man's Sky.
8 hours, I think, is what I've heard is a reasonably fast time.
So it sounds a lot like a not real syndrome of me and my sisters starting over in Pokemon over and over and over
Oh
again.
my god.
So-
I played Pokemon
Here's the story, right?
Red like 8 times.
Yo, so me and my
For
older
no
sister
reason.
had red and blue, respectively. She had
Poor
red,
sister.
I had blue.
Yeah.
She played whatever.
Is she hot?
played. I'm not gonna say that.
Let me see pictures. You got a picture? Let me see
No,
your
I'm
sister.
not showing you pictures of my
Oh,
sister.
come on.
No. Anyway.
Come on.
Anyway,
You won't be able to see it.
my younger sister
Yeah.
had got a hold of my older sister's Pokemon Red cartridge and started over and saved over her old file.
My
And
brother, I would
thus-
do that to my brother, and he'd
Yeah,
do it to me too.
it creates a
And
syndrome
I'd be like,
of.
haha, loser is like the name of the player too.
I mean, it creates a syndrome of constantly starting over again and constantly starting anew and starting fresh, which doesn't really sound bad, but it doesn't get you anywhere. You're just on a treadmill, just
Trugging along, yeah.
right, chugging along.
You get that completion, like, you get the satisfaction of completing something.
Yes.
Right? So you're like, oh yeah, who I fit. And then you start again, and you're like, I gotta do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're just like, your subconscious is also like clean slate, nothing matters.
But I mean,
You know?
at the same time, it
So,
creates
and that's
fatigue.
conflicting too.
Yeah.
It
It
really
creates
is.
fatigue of the game where, like, you've done all this before, why are you doing it
And
again?
you know
Oh,
how
I
to
like
do
the
it.
nostalgia and
And
I like the fun.
you can improve on it, but it's like, I spent, like Pokemon, I spent trying to catch Mewtwo in Red and Blue, like, or Moltres, or,
Yeah,
you know,
any of the
Or
legendaries.
whomever, right? And you're like, you know where to save,
Mhm.
right? You save your game.
You save right in
get
front of
your-
the legendary.
Right, and then you click on it and it fails, and then you spend an hour, 2 hours, or whatever amount of time. It's an excessive amount where when you actually get that item, object, thing that you want, you achieve that goal. You're like, first off, you feel like you failed so many times, and that's another thing too, right?
Mhm.
Saying you tried is admission of failure for those who are not privy to wisdom. All right, saying you've tried means you've
Got
already
a
failed.
low wisdom ability score.
Right. Saying
You know.
saying you've tried means you've failed at some point. All right. So you failed and 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 you feel defeated, and that's a natural reaction. But you only succeeded because there was a restart in life. So you get this false ideal
God
in your mind.
damn it.
You really do.
You've totally gone from video games to
I'm still
philosophy.
talking about Pocket Man.
You're bridging that shit really well, and it just catches me off guard halfway through. I apologize.
So I think,
Continue.
and honestly, that's why I think half of these parents of these millennial kids, like they see their failure, and they're like, oh fuck, I can't restart. Yeah, you fucked up. Admit it. Anyways,
So here's the different
let's get
story.
out of politics. Pokemon,
It's not,
right?
it's not even politics. It's just philosophy.
Right,
Maybe.
yeah.
Different story. Same similar philosophical storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done a lot of. I mean, my parents let me do.
Cocaine!
My parents let me do a lot of like.
Cocaine!
Childhood.
Cocaine!
Childhood cocaine.
Cocaine!
Cocaine.
Childhood cocaine. Yeah! That's the title.
They had
Childhood cocaine.
they had me try a lot of athletics and fucking shit, but I just wasn't good at any of it. Like, I remember doing soccer. I remember trying for baseball. I remember trying for karate. I
did
doing all that
baseball.
shit. I
hit one ball.
I sucked at
the whole
fucking
season.
sports. I like literally. I am the worst at
I
every
like
sport.
hockey, but I play as a goaltender, so that says a lot about my character in sports. Look, all I gotta do is flail for a second.
See, I like hockey, but I love the fights in hockey, like
Yeah.
professional hockey, right?
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
you CHL and the NFL, or
Yo.
NHL. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, I should kill myself. Ugh.
regardless,
The CHL and the NHL.
to go back to millennials' parents.
Right.
I don't know if I'm counted as millennials, born in '94.
Technically, we're millennials. Technically, I was born in '92.
So should we
Math
hang
that.
ourselves?
I feel like I should kill myself because I now go. I'm not a millennial.
Neither.
Well, you weren't. It's like it changes from like 85 to
'Cause, like,
87. To,
I remember.
you know,
I remember
2000 whatever.
the second half of the '90s where it was going good up until 2001.
But yeah, you know,
know.
like when Clinton was president.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
No,
Me-
barely.
I knew
didn't
there
know-
was in those days. I knew we had a president,
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was
Exactly.
him.
That was me. I was like, "Who's our president?" I don't know. We got one.
You
Is it
know we
George-
have a yeah. You're like
It's George Bush now. Oh,
So-
okay, cool.
dude. Somebody asked me like when I remember in kindergarten. Dude,
Yeah.
Somebody asked me like I was writing letters down. I remember specifically I was writing letters.
Yeah.
Right. And I was having real numbers, and I was having troubles with my fives, and everybody knows why anyone ever has troubles writing fives in fucking kindergarten. You know why. All right. Really long, and then like scoop. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like an S.
Or there's like no bump. It's just like line down, and then tail. And there's no like rightward motion to make a like a kind of spherical.
Yeah.
It's just like down and then ass. That's all it is.
It's down and then donk. It's but donkey donk.
Donk.
Big ass booty.
Get ass.
Ass, ass, 5 ass, 10 ass, 2 ass. What? She ain't got no ass. What? She's flat. I'm gonna bang that Skeletor, bitch. Yeah!
Fuck, I'm so glad we hit that. Fucking. So I'm having trouble writing my fives down, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking conquer you fives. I'm gonna conquer you. And then somebody starts talking about the presidents, right? I don't know what the fuck presidents are, by the way. I'm in kindergarten, right?
You don't give a shit besides learning.
No, my
alphabet and
parents never
coloring.
taught me basic. My parents were like, tie your shoes. What's your home address and phone number?
Yeah.
All right, fuck you. Go to school.
Yeah,
right? That's all.
it. That's literally it. That's
And we liked it, damn it.
That's all you need to get home. That's all you need to be safe.
If you
back
get
then.
kidnapped, kick and scream real loud, and you'll be fine.
Don't talk to strangers. You're good. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Don't take candy from anything with a stranger. Just don't do it. Just don't. So somebody asked me like, "Hey, do you know, Rard? Do you know what the presidents are?" And I'm like, I didn't say I don't
know.
fucking know, but like as a kindergarten, like I was just like.
Retrospectively, it was
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, right? Like
Yeah.
the kids are like, And then like Bush happened, right? And when Bush happened, I was intellectually stable, if you will. So like I was like
Intellectually
president.
sound enough to
I knew a
register.
president was a thing, and I'd watch the Bush Kerry bullshit,
Yeah.
and all that, and fuck, who was the president before Bush? Was it Clinton?
I think so.
I don't.
If not, it was George Bush Sr.
No, I think it was Senior Clinton and then Bush Jr.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right, because I think
Yeah, because like the
Senior-
Russians and the
Yeah, I think
Middle Eastern individuals. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Saudis or
Taliban or whatever the fuck.
well, Taliban was a word developed after the fact. Well, the
Okay.
Taliban was started just after that, but
they
it was
were-
never a big thing.
They were an underground group.
Yeah, undergraduates.
No,
community
like
college
underground,
cons.
like indie band status,
Oh,
like
I think you said
underground.
undergraduates.
No, I said underground.
Fuck you, colleges that are community style.
They were an indie band
Losers.
underground group, and they
Yeah.
we are the Taliban. They're playing at some like open mic nightclubs.
We are sex bombs. But right, so
We're the suicide sex bombs. Bam,
So,
bam,
anyway,
bam, bam.
yeah, I don't know why
Sorry.
we got on a tangent, but George Bush.
Yes, politics. That's why.
Politics. So, yeah, I think it was just like the Bush.
It didn't like your political opinion didn't really register until after you found out we had a new president.
Until
it seems
Bush is pretty much when it happened.
That's kind of the same thing because we had like a mini. So like, I switched around schools a lot when I was a kid, but the one school I went to, we had like a mock election to teach the younger.
We had
kids.
like a mock trial thing.
Okay, yeah. So we had.
Real election was like student body though.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't real. It was just like the school would vote for a president, and the principal would announce it over the intercom. We'd be like, you know, this school thinks that this person should be president of the United States, you know, and whoever would win. And I think it was Bush or Al Gore that won. I forget.
Al Gore.
I think
I remember
it
Al
was
Gore.
it was Bush Jr. versus Al Gore, right? Because there's that big old controversy about Florida that, like, I guess Bush filled the ballot boxes, but some people some people said that Al Gore won Florida, but really it was.
Did Al Gore run for president?
I think he did.
Oh my God, it's been that long.
It has been that long, and he definitely had that environmental conference that was fucking I forget what it was called, but yeah.
Right.
The point is, we had a mock election when I was in kindergarten, and Bush won.
Bush won in kindergarten?
I'm pretty sure. I was like 6.
How old do you know?
I'm 23. So,
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
so some background. I repeated kindergarten because I'm a retard, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
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 When did Bush go?
That was like 99 to 2000, I think.
2004, 2008. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
2000. Where was I? So.
I was definitely repeating my second year of kindergarten. And then I went from there to from 2000 2001 it was first grade, and so on and so forth. It followed like
I think it was 4th or 5th grade
yeah.
when Bush was elected.
Okay, yeah, because you're 25, you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely too old. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you repeated a grade because you're a loser.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking faggot.
You're fucking.
Because I'm a fucking retarded faggot.
Dip
in my butt.
So No Man's Sky is a psychological horror.
Yes, and it's fucked us up
For those,
sequentially forever.
for those who really want to think about it. Alright, and then you have Star Citizen. Star Citizen is.
God, I feel like it's been so long in the conversation that it's almost impossible to go back.
All right,
But please
so
continue.
Alright, synopsis of the synopsis. Bush did 9/11.
God damn it.
No Man's Sky sucks cunt.
Jesus was black.
Jesus was Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Not Mexican.
Or African.
And Bush did 9/11.
Yeah, you said that twice.
That's the point. Bush did 9/11. But fucking. Anyway, so
I feel like that kind of wraps up.
No Man's Sky. What? No, we have another 24 minutes. Fuck you.
Yep.
So I'm not belligerent, believe me. So No Man's Sky. Well, we were gonna talk about the big three. That was the thing. We can.
Oh, okay.
Let's not get on a tangent.
We'll cut it down. We'll cut it down.
That's.
You can cut
so,
that what you see fit.
Besides me being Dr. Fraser Crane. I'm listening, Seattle. And scrambled eggs and salad and shit. Star Citizen.
Yes.
Beautiful. Quality.
I've heard a lot of things about. Maybe it wasn't Star. Was it Star Citizen? I don't know. There was like a browser game that my friends were sort of into.
Yeah.
That like people were super invested in, like financially, time-wise, everything. They're just in this game, and there are like various economic battles that actually contribute to the canon, the real canon of the game. Is that Star Citizen? What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Eve? I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Probably Elite, I would assume.
I don't think so.
The canon of Elite has been going since 1982 through 1983.
However,
I that's my assumption.
I feel like it's not as popular as Eve, unfortunately, even though it's been going on for much longer.
Well, when you put away a game for like since like the 90s, you know,
it kind of has that effect.
People will forget about it.
True, but but once a new one comes out, it'll reawaken those old fans
and
create new ones.
Exactly, you know, like oh yeah, and like me, like I've never heard about Elite at all. Like if you've ever been a computer player, like the game Descent, you go find a doctor, you find this shit. Like it's like, you know, it's like it's 64-bit, like you know, golden eye style, like graphics, you know. It was just like such a great game, but you never hear about it. And then like you see games like Mech Warrior, Mech Assault, right? So Mech Warrior, you play in a mech robot, right?
Yeah.
But in these newer games, it's like, oh, I'm a person, I can walk around, right? I can get in these robots, and it's like, But back in the day, you can customize your robots. You built them, right? You can have your Mad Cats and all that, and like, you know, like the Mad Cat is the symbol, right? Because it's like a
Mad Cat.
like a bomber pilot, you know, cockpit.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Because like if you Google it, and we'll Google it after, but like a cockpit pilot, right?
Yeah.
For an airplane. 2 boxes, 2 arms. Right, and the boxes have missiles in them.
Okay.
2 arms with like lasers, and then it's like so a cockpit.
Gotcha.
And they call it a Mad Cat, right? It's fucking.
I feel like I know the symbol for it. Is it like a fucking cat silhouette with like a yellow background?
Stop it.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the newer dumb shit. Don't think of
whatever.
I'll show you the old stuff, but. In the new stuff, you don't customize. It's like, this is a make you unlock. 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 And like, it's a good like you like unlock chassis and bodies and different weapons and stuff, right? Because then you can take like, oh, I'm gonna customize this. I'm gonna do this and that, right? But it's like you pick a framework, and maybe it's a Mad Cat frame, but you could, instead of that missile rack on your left shoulder, you put like a weird thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you can. You know, like jump jets and like, okay, you can put these legs on it.
Yeah.
You know, you can run differently and this and that. Like, rates are. But
it sounds really similar to Hawken, which is a somewhat newer mech game.
Hawken is airplanes, right?
No, Hawken is mechs.
Oh, I play Hawken!
Yeah?
Yes, I do. I know what you're saying. I like the intro to Hawken. I like the intro video. It's a really good video. We should play Hawken together on a fucking
I have to re-download it then.
That's on Xbox?
On PC. Sorry, bud. I got PS4 and PC.
We'll do a Let's Play together then.
Alright, fuck it. Well, I'll fucking chime in and you can play, or one of those, whatever. So
or vice versa. Yeah, anyways.
Vice versa.
Right.
Regardless.
So, Star Citizen, beautiful quality, right? It's a quality game. Like, and what's great is like you can be in space and fly into a planet, into its atmosphere, and then land on its surface, and it doesn't have a rendering, like a load screen that's kind of silhouetted as like some like how Elite does.
Yeah.
It's like all right, I'm gonna go from normal speed to a cruising speed in space.
Yeah.
Right? Where I can travel from a planet to a star in like a matter of a couple minutes. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Light speed, hyperspeed, whatever you want to call it.
Well, We'll call it Super Cruise because I play Elite. I don't know what they call it in other games. So for context,
for a simple colloquialism that everyone can understand.
Super cruising speed in space.
Fucking fast.
Right. Speed of sound is speed of light in a vacuum. C, right, of E equals mc squared.
Christ.
Anyways.
Get your physicist shit out of here.
Stop it. Oh, no, don't hit me. Oh, so.
Oh, God, my soft cock.
So, like, you go into a super cruise and you go into land on a planet, right? There would be a couple loading screens because it's like, you're going to super cruise and then we're going to slow you down, but you're going to be like, boo! And it'll be like 3 or 4 seconds, but it's a loading screen.
Yeah.
But it's not really a loading screen because, you know, of like no shit, 400 in Elite Dangerous, 400 billion systems, right? How many planets do you think are in each system?
Fucking God knows how many.
Exactly. Trillions.
Trillions, billions, quadrillions, Googleplex.
Who fucking knows for real? Except our Lord and Savior Braven. But, you know what I'm saying?
Is he friends with our Lord and Savior Gavin? Creator of Valve, owner, and fucking...
I don't know.
No, whatever. Anyway. The guy who made Steam, Gavin.
I don't think he is.
He made fucking Portal and Half-Life and all those famous Valve games. Helped make them.
I don't think he is.
No? Okay.
No. But you can buy the game. You can buy Elite Dangerous on Steam. You can buy Star Citizen on Steam. And I'm sure you can buy.
I feel like that was the first like
stupid ass fucking.
That was
whatever that dumb game we started talking about earlier was.
No Man's Sky.
Fuck that game. I don't even give a shit.
We definitely had a confrontation of religions right there. You know,
right.
like, because Gavin, of course, is my Lord and Savior because he created Valve and Steam and all this other shit. You know, and then you're Braven?
Braven.
Yeah? Braven.
B-R-A-B-E-N.
Braven.
David Braben.
David Braben.
David Braben.
Maybe they're like demigods. Maybe they're gods, but they live together in harmony, kind of like Mount.
No, they don't. David Braben is better than fucking Gavin.
Are you sure?
Faggot, Gavin. Faggot!
Are you sure they don't live together in Cyber
Maybe they're
Olympus?
sucking each other's dick. Who knows?
69ing their fat glory.
Hey, I am like the people who made the internet and started programming. I think information should be free for everybody.
Of course.
So I believe that if they were two individuals who wanted to not mingle, but like be demigods or whatever, then I'm sure they could like figure something out and be happy about it.
No, we can create our own mythology right now. So Gavin was creator of the PC race, and he created Braven, who created
No.
No? Okay.
For those, I was shaking my head 3.5 seconds ago.
We gotta have a fucking Titan who gave birth to one of them, and then
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus created Gavin and Braben, and they.
I'll buy that. Black Jesus, love you, baby. Lakeyshya Jones.
Baby Black Jesus.
45. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Baby Black Jesus created Gavin and Braben, and they are pretty much yin and yang in our universe. They're definitely.
All right, I'll let that happen.
You know, one's light, one's dark. I'll let you decide which one.
Braven's amazing. My world, my love. Whereas Steam can fuck you sometimes. So
I'm gonna say black. I'm gonna say Braben's yang and you're yang. If that's how that works. I'm pretty sure.
Of course I'm Ying.
Yep.
Of course I'm Ying.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. China. I know a guy.
Anyways, China.
So to really, you know, kind of quickly.
We can't surmise anymore because we've surmised a summation.
We've surmised summation, if that's
summations, I guess. Maybe.
So, in my opinion, Star Citizen, it's a beautiful game, but they only have a few systems you can jump to.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems kind of like how you're saying with not Destiny, what's the one? What we were talking about earlier.
Not No Man's Sky.
No, the one that had to do with the TV show.
Oh, fuck me.
Defiance.
Defiance?
It almost seems like a Defiance game. Yeah.
Okay.
You go to a couple places, but
Doesn't Defiance have a game too? Like it's a TV show and a video game intermixed?
yes.
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So Defiant, you do stuff in the game, and it affects the TV series,
Which is really interesting.
which is a great concept.
Super concept.
It's
but it's not popular at all.
But that's what Elite does
Yeah.
with books.
Ah.
So, and that's what's great
With
about
the-
Elite. So, No Man's Sky is in relation to Defiance in the way that it's like you go to a few places, but essentially you're doing the same thing. You find this little hive thing, and you just shoot the fuck out of it, get your shit.
Get out.
You go in, you do your objective, and you get out, and it's the same type of objective. You can call it this, you can call it that, but essentially it's like any other thing these days. It's a repainted, refurbished, reskinned, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And I
it's
mean,
fucking infuriating.
there are only so many ideas out there. Just like there are only 26 letters in the alphabet, and just like there are only 7 letters in the musical
in the English alphabet.
In the
for those
English alphabet, you know.
who are listening in a foreign language.
Yes. Gotcha.
So-
And there are only 7 musical notes in the
8.
musical scale. 8.
7,
7?
because the
A, B, C,
So you got
D,
major and minors.
E, F, G. No, E, F.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
No, the G. Well, in the English scale, there's no G. However, in the German scale, there is a G. So there's only 7 in English and 8 in. I know the
6 and
German
7?
for a fact.
Alright.
Because my music teacher told me there's like, yeah, there's a no, was it H? Maybe it was H. No, there is a G. I'm fucking retarded.
I was gonna say,
You're fucking right.
There's a G.
There's definitely a G.
7
H is
and
the 8th,
8.
and that doesn't exist in English, but exists in
German.
European German.
Oh, German. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Okay, I'm retarded.
I was gonna say, I play bass guitar.
I play.
G string
I
is
fucking-
one of the 4
I
strings.
play guitar, and I should know because G is a pretty common fucking chord to play. I should have known that.
Right.
I'm a disgrace.
It happens.
I gotta commit seppuku now. After
Support.
I literally have to kill myself. I have to kill myself with a whammy bar, you know, and then hang myself with a guitar string.
Right.
Stop it, turkey neck, and his
And then
I'm
I'm gonna go home because I ain't talking to the police.
Yeah.
But so No Man's Sky.
Yes.
It's beautiful in its aesthetics, but I feel like it would be the same repetitious thing. Now, of the several planets, several being a handful that you can count on your fingers, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me critically, like if I'm wrong. Internet, honest criticism is what I strive for.
Yes.
All right.
Me too.
Please, if I'm now, I'm a little influenced by alcohol, but
a lot of influence. We both are.
I'm being generous about it. So, but be honest in your criticism. Really, we sincerely depend on it too, because our credibility will be meaningless if we just say stuff, and it's
If we just say stuff just to say
and
stuff.
it's not like we're gonna be like, we were wrong. Make a video. We were wrong here, here, and here, and here, and here, and here. We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna apologize for it.
No.
If we were wrong, we were wrong.
And we'll say now, honestly, if we were wrong, we were wrong.
wrong.
We would like to admit that now. But out of the handful of planets, I want to say, you can at least count on them on your fingers, right? And I'm subjective, so that, and ambiguous, and generalize things, because like it's just a ballpark. I'm not gonna give you a definite answer unless I'm looking at a site source immediately.
Yeah.
But so you can land on, there's a handful of planets, and you can only land on a handful of those handful, right?
Yeah.
And it could take you, if you traveled like several hours to walk around, and like several hours, I mean, 10 plus hours to completely walk around those planets, and it looks beautiful. And I don't know how you would mind. I've never played the game, but
It's
like
fucking-
the gameplay footage looks great, but it doesn't
It's
seem
not. It's not fun.
No,
It's not fun.
I've never
No Man's
played it.
Sky
Have you?
is
No,
not
I'm
fun.
talking about Star Citizen.
Oh, I don't know. That I don't know for sure.
I've seen footage.
I thought you were talking about No Man's Sky.
No, fuck no. We're done with that. It's
Okay.
a piece of shit. Overhyped piece
Kobe
of shit.
in the
Yeah.
trash can.
Kobe in the fucking trash can. The only thing you can ever score, right? So
Anyway,
I don't watch football or whatever. So
I don't watch sports ball either. I stole that from fucking, I don't know, someone.
So, credit to that guy, right?
Credit to that comedian.
So,
what the fuck is his name? Chris. It's not Chris Pratt. It's Chris something. Chris.
I don't know anything besides Chris Pratt, honestly.
It's
Christopher Walken. That's the only other.
Definitely Chris something. I forget his name. He's an internet sensation. He's on the Nerdist fucking channel on YouTube.
I watch Nerdist, so I should know.
He also has a show on Comedy Central, Late Night Tonight or some shit. Maybe. I don't fucking. Wait, continue on. I'm sorry. I got lost in Celebrityville, which I don't usually get lost in.
So, it looks beautiful and aesthetically pleasing. Some of the combat, it's advanced and it's pretty, and I thoroughly enjoy that. But it seems like the stuff that you do is repetitious, but like any game.
There's a lot of repetition in a lot of games. And it just depends on your...
Especially MMOs that are like an open free world where there is
Holy shit, yeah.
I don't know the story of Star Citizen if it has one. But it's got a hype, but it's got a good backing because it is aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say like a game's good because it looks good. And like we said earlier too, like there are a few scenes in a couple games where like you go to E3 and it's like, oh, this looks great, and then you pre-order and then you're disappointed, but that one scene looks really good.
Oh yeah.
You know?
So, admittedly, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for a good maybe 2 years now. You know, it's basically WoW under the customization of Final Fantasy.
Right.
You know, a lot of the same shit, but little unique differences here and there. I have no idea what the fuck's going on story-wise. I skip all that shit. I think I told you this earlier too.
Yeah.
Even earlier in the podcast, whatever. I skip all that shit. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I just know I'm playing a Dragoon. And all I know
is I do a thing.
I do things, I press buttons and they die. Right. And I sometimes die because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But, I mean, the funny thing is, PvP isn't even a thing in Final Fantasy XIV. Right. It's mostly just dungeon raids and, like, role-playing and, like, just fucking having fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think that's a good a quality of Star Citizen that it would benefit from.
Yeah.
But just like you go to a thing, you get out of your ship, you do a thing to the thing you flew to, and then you go back and you fight some NPC bad guys, and it just seems redundant, right?
Yeah. But like everyone has a tolerance for redundancy in some shape or form.
Right. Well, yeah.
It's your tolerance for it.
Right. Yes. And then now let's pan into Elite where redundancy is, oh my god. Ugh. I like I said, I've been playing for a year and a half. I'm not gonna promote it just because I play it, but Elite is like there's a story arc.
Yeah.
Since 1983. And several books that go with it. And what's great is there's this thing called community goals where everybody goes together.
Yeah.
Whether they do good or bad, depending on how you view things, right? And it affects the story of Elite. And like we had this thing called Salome, like where Salome had information about certain things. And we had to get Salome, who's a female.
Yeah.
And these were piloted by real people. These NPC, these story characters, right? So Frontier, which is the developers.
Were they piloted by the developers?
No. People that
continue, please. I'm intrigued now.
So Frontier is the developer of Elite.
Yes.
And during this event, they were like they gave special. They took people and they're like, we'll pay to get your gamer tag changed.
Like player characters?
Real people.
Like real players.
To play as these characters.
Play as...
Right, and they changed...
Okay, so real players playing as characters that are part of the story.
Right.
Okay.
So, they were like, well, you change your name and then you do this. You're going to do... Like, you start here, and at this time, this is when it's going to kick off. And then you go way over here.
Were they paid?
I don't know. I can't say.
Whatever. I mean,
they were definitely endorsed by Frontier. I don't know if they
it's negligible. It doesn't matter.
It really, honestly, it doesn't. But the story is what matters. And they're PC. It's PC and Xbox right now.
Okay.
And they're expanding to PlayStation as well because they want. And what they're going to do is they're going to cross-platform too, where PC people can see Xbox and PlayStation eventually. That's going to be part of their update as well, which is great.
That's kind of how Final Fantasy XIV is. It's cross-platform between PS4 and PC.
Right. So, the PC players had Salome, and the Xbox players had Yuri Nakamura and like 2 other guys, right?
Yeah.
So, the PC guys, right, were doing Salome, right?
Yeah.
And she gets close to where she needs to end, and this player, this real person, was like escorting her, right? And at the last minute betrayed everybody. But he's a known griefer, right? So he ends up killing Salome, right? And there's this guy named Drew Wager, right? Who writes books and has been writing books of Elite for many, many, many years. Right?
For eons.
It
seems like.
Almost. So, the events that were going to transpire are actually being written into a real book that Drew Wagar writes, because Drew Wagar is an author.
Yeah.
And he's well known in the Elite community, and so this real person, his character that killed he killed Salome, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be written into the book, and it explains how he killed her and why he killed her and all this and that. And she had this information, right? And we don't know what it is now because she died. Right? Yeah. Where the Xbox guys, we had to get Yuri Nakamura and a couple other people to this system. And when we got to the system, there was like a mini event that happened where like you scan these items and you get a story, like a sub-story to it. And that's like the depth of Elite, right? So like community goals really affect the output. And there's like, you can land on planet, and like I said, like there's like a loading screen. It's like masked as a loading screen where it's like you'll hyper jump in and out of places, and like from a system to system it'll give you like a little screen where it's like a bunch of stars like zooming past you and stuff. It's a loading screen, but you're like, you're traveling to another system, and it's not like,
but it's also loading it.
Right, there's no load bar or anything. It's like you are still there. You can look left and right, you can open panels, but...
So it's the opposite of Destiny, where they promised, you can take a spaceship through space and end up at a different planet, and it's also a loading screen where it's literally just a
and you
screen.
can you can look up and look down.
You can't even look down.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything during that loading screen.
You can kind of like hover up and down, like move.
You're looking at your ship. That's
pretty much.
During Destiny, and I fucking hate that shit. Hopefully they fix that.
And there's some options that you're limited to while you do that.
Yeah.
Like you can't, open up hard points, or you're traveling, but you can look at where you're going. You can look at like your financial stats and other weird dumb shit.
Your other
matter. You can turn on and off modules or whatever and anything. But Elite 2, when there's like a major update, shit bugs out like crazy.
Oh, I believe it.
But like
that's kind of how like a lot of new updates and or patches and or new games are.
But what's great in my opinion about that, like there's that downside where it's like shit gets fucked hard, right? But like people go onto Frontier forums, and which is the website,
like the main hub.
And they go, hey, this is happening when we were trying to do this after a major update, like a bug or whatever, and then within that day, Frontier will they won't necessarily fix it. They're like, we identify that this is a problem, an issue, and then on this day we'll have a patch out for it. And they're consistent about it too.
That's good. Now, like developer community interaction right there. That's pretty solid.
Right, and then there's like Reddits and
subreddits and
all that. Just for Elite. And like one of the people I fly with, his name is Tai Easy, right? And he's a known pirate. He's been mentioned on Reddit by other players where it's like they felt honored just to be pirated by him. Right.
That's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, they're like because what he does is like he has these pre-loadouts.
That's like Jack Sparrow. He's fucking
like,
level pirating.
Right.
Pirating? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got these like he has a page where he copies and pastes shit. So he'll copy a line of text that he writes out and he'll paste it and then it'll show up. Like he personally messages that individual, right?
Yeah.
Because he targets them and then he goes to their panel like show parental profile and
he
like
fly with
sends
this
message.
dude?
Yeah, for real. Like Taizi NZ is a good friend of mine. And he.
Do you know him IRL? Like in real life?
No.
Okay.
Not. But I've known him for at least a year.
Just through the game.
Yeah, through.
Okay.
I know him from people that are. When I started in the group that I started with, and for those who want to look up Taizi or know Taizi, like you'll be able to find me super simple, Rarzilla face. But so. Like they write Reddits and he's like, yeah, I was, like real professional about pirating and like he's like, drop your cargo, blah blah blah, and you won't get attacked. Like, and if you don't, like, you're subsequent to like being shot at and and he'll still steal your shit anyways, right? But like, what he's a gentleman. Like you drop your stuff.
He's not
I'll
like
pick it up and then like you can go on your merry way. That's fine.
He's not like a fucking neckbeard, is he? Like a fucking fedora wearing.
No. But he like if you don't drop your stuff, he will attack you.
That fucking fedora wearing motherfucker! How dare you call my lady milady? You fucking queer. Sorry, go ahead. Dang it! Dang it!
Carrot cake.
Dora.
So, the community aspect of Elite is great, and what's also great is when the game came out, a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's been almost 2 years. March, 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
I think something along those lines. Anyways. 2016, I think. So, like, the game is supposed to expand over 10 years. It's just that one game.
How long has it been around?
It's since like last year, 2 years. It's been about 2 years.
Elite Dangerous as a whole has been around for
2 years. So it has. It still has 8 more years of expansion.
The game Elite Dangerous has been around for 2 years.
Yeah.
But the whole canon itself has been around since the 80s.
But Elite Dangerous is the story is supposed to go over a 10-year period.
Gotcha.
So, like 2015 to 2025.
So kind of how Destiny, Ubisoft has made Destiny to be like, yeah, we already got 20 games planned, or so many DLCs already planned for.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
Hopefully they improve, but I'm not gonna buy it regardless.
But there's like Destiny, there's a story arc, but it's more in depth. Like for me, I'm the lead science technician for my wing that I'm in, right? So my job is to go out and when stuff happens, I investigate it and I go out and I've spent 80, 90 hours of my life just in one particular like region of space.
I've spent 500 hours of my life playing Skyrim.
But that's just playing Skyrim.
Yeah, that's just fucking wandering around Skyrim.
And I've spent weeks and months of my life just fucking in one area cataloging research and going, this is what's happening. I found a correlation with specific numbers in lettering sequences in systems like C6 dash whatever, right? In its particular sector if you have a C6, you're going to be hyperdicted in these areas, like going to wherever you want to go, and like whether it's your starting or your endpoint, if there's a C6 in it of that particular region, it's a guarantee. And this is based off of like looking at other people's YouTube videos and flying out myself and cataloging like light year distances and ranges, and also it's like how many jumps did they take to get there, and how many jumps in totality. So it's like it could be just A to B, or is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A to, and then like 6 and 7 are like the final result, and all that. And I'm actually writing a dissertation about it too. And
what the
yeah,
hell?
yeah. And I've spent several months researching it. And there's biblical lore. And people say, well, everybody knows Braben is an atheist. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, he's an atheist.
But he still created a religion in this story.
Well, not really a religion. He uses religious properties, right? So I've made predictions that have come true. I've made 6 predictions in a row that were accurate to the day. To the day that it would happen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like it was like October, and then October 30, and then like 8-9 months later, I was like, something's gonna happen in this area, and it's a generalization, but I'm like, it's in this area, based off of biblical lore, and then 8-9 months later, it happens in that area. Like, nothing happens at all. Nothing major, no weird things. And all of a sudden, aliens that we've never seen...
aliens!
Right. Aliens. Show up.
Yeah.
In that area.
That's fucking
nuts.
And
that's what I do. That's my job. Like, in my flight, it's like as a researcher. And I like as a and it has a background sim, so there's AI, and if nobody ever played the game, the AI would still run and function normally. Yeah. So that's what a background simulation is.
So if there was like a dip in players,
BGS, right?
You know, it would function somehow.
Yeah.
Still with
the game, the servers would still run normally.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you read the books?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm only one book in.
I gotcha.
But
I tried to do the same thing with the Witcher series.
Yeah.
I'm only like half a book in, but I mean, so like the Witcher lore is pretty great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like the character of a Witcher, be it Geralt,
right,
any
children,
other Witcher,
small children, and they go
being
through a whole thing.
by whatever witches, mages, whatever, and going through an onslaught of, I don't know, training mutations and all that shit. I don't know. I think that shit's cool.
Right.
Maybe monster slayers even.
And then
using magic and swordsmanship.
Right, like the Thargoids, right? And like game 2, like there was a big war and then they left. And they were just gone, and then hundreds of years passed by and like they haven't shown up and people forgot about them. Like
in game and in real life too?
In the stories and in real life. Right?
Yeah.
And then those who've read the books are like, Thargoids are a thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really running in their head, like,
It's in the back burner.
All of a sudden aliens show up and they're like, oh shit! Fuck! Right?
Thargoids.
But the thing is like Thargoids run in packs of 4.
Yeah.
Right? But these aliens are showing up individually by themselves. So we're like, is it Guardians? Because the Guardians update happened, right? Yeah. So during the same time, you go to the Sinofe ruins, or Sinufi if you're English, they have the 101. We have 101 scanning division, right? So for our people. If you make all 101 scans, you get a couple $100 million out of it, right? But
like
it takes
real money or like Elite Dangerous
in-game money,
gotcha.
Not real money. But it takes weeks of your time, and you have to do it a very specific way, and so it's like, okay, those are part of the Guardians. It explains the story of the Guardians. And then, but while that's happening, these aliens are showing up. So we're like, oh, these are Thargoids, but you can't really say they're Thargoids because we really don't have a definite proof and answer. Yeah. But recently they were like, oh, these aliens are Thargoids, but it's like,
are they though?
But yeah, they said the Thargoids are here, right? But it's like, you can make the assumption that these aliens that are showing up are Thargoids, but we know Thargoids run in packs of 4, so how? But there's another sector.
So I mean, have they adapted? Have they evolved to not do that?
Over a couple hundred years?
Maybe.
It's possible.
It is.
It's true, yes. Adapt and overcome, right? Those who dare, as the SAS say. But it's admissible. We don't have solid evidence. We can say that these guys are these, but there's no definitive proof. There really isn't. And then on top of that, we're finding stations that are called generational ships. They left Earth and they take hundreds of years to get to their destination, and generations of people will, you know, they
Live
they
and
start
die.
they live and die. So like they start out and then they have kids and then they die and then their kids grow up and then they have kids.
Their kids have kids,
right?
and so on and
And
so
over
forth.
a couple hundred years, these ships are supposed to enter their destination, but many of them veered off course for whatever reason, almost like a Fallout kind of scenario, but not really. Where
like a
something,
Ish.
no, it's not like something deliberate, but something accidental happened. Like there was a major sickness that happened on a ship,
okay.
and it like almost like an influenza, and it killed people off, and like some. Like one of them was like almost like that, but it was like more like a zombie type, not really a zombie type, but like along those lines, you know. But and that like I'm not trying to promote Elite, but it's like the depth of the story is great. But you can play the game by itself individually, like I go mining, I go bounty hunting.
So I mean,
and this and that.
Overall, it seems like a long-term game to invest yourself into the lore and into the story and all that. It seems like a great, investment if you have the time.
And it is worth the $60.
But for like a new guy who knows nothing about this game, it seems like there's a wall to fucking break through to get into this.
I'm one of those people because I'm like I never knew about Elite until a couple years ago when I started playing, and it's like. And then it's like, oh well, and then like the two faction leaders, right? They're a married couple that I'm with, right? Yeah. And they created this group, and I was with the group before it was created, and I have a notoriety with them, and I'm not necessarily the most respected, but I have a lot of notoriety with that group. In the first place,
credentials maybe,
essentially like a prestige almost kind of like I'm a flight leader. I'm in command of several people and fucking that it means a lot to our group. So and being a science division, like it's like, oh well, we need to push influence over in these systems and get this and that, but it's like, well, my job, like I'll do that, that's fine, but my job is science. Right, to provide canon.
That's for my science, Morty.
And if you look at my profile on Anara, it's Rick, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to take your opinion and shove it way up your butthole, right?
Way up there, Morty.
That's my avatar picture, right? So,
oh god.
But yeah, for a long-term investment, Elite is a great game. Whereas No Man's Sky it's a fucking flop. It was overhyped. And hopefully Star Citizen proves itself, but there's a competition. I was even worried like No Man's Sky is gonna outsell, but But the thing with Elite Dangerous is like it's not No Man's Sky. Star Citizen is still in beta, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
I didn't know.
And it's been in beta for a long time.
I mean, so was Ark Survival, if I'm not mistaken. That was in early access for a few years, like 4 years.
Yeah, but now
it only came out recently.
But it's
ish, something like
kinda. And the thing with Elite is like it's a real thing. It already has canon decades ago, and there's.
I feel like that's similar to something I've heard before. Elite Dangerous has canon tracing back, and maybe I'm thinking of The Witcher.
Canon older than you are.
Canon older than either you or I, as old as our parents probably.
Right. Well, my dad was born in '67, so.
I think my dad's somewhere around the same time.
So,
but
still, about 20 years in though, it's still it's. Either way, when you look at a game and it's like
it came
the
about
series is
when
at
they
least
were
30 years old, you know.
Yeah, it came about probably when they were in college. So like
40. It's at least 43 years old. At least 40. Yeah. So it's just like, so like, and that's why I like Elite, because it's like it's out of the beta for Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
And there was a beta for it briefly. There was an alpha and beta, and it's like, I hope No Man's Sky progresses, but I was worried that like No Man's Sky would take over.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of getting updates as its minimal fan base is sticking with it.
Right.
I mean, I hope for the best for that developer in that game.
Because it does look good, and I hope they develop a real story and they add more to it. And they said they're like, oh, we have like you're in one system and there are several areas you can go to. And I hope they develop it. And they did say like, oh, we're gonna have more systems you can eventually go to, and I hope they develop it more. But when you look at Elite Dangerous, there are 400 billion systems you can go to. Not even 1% of 1% of the systems have ever been discovered.
Yeah.
So 400 billion systems.
So there's a lot of time that can be spent in that game.
Like I will die before Elite Dangerous
is
like,
totally discovered.
My grandchildren will probably die before Elite Dangerous.
Your grandchildren's grandchildren will be playing that game, and only maybe a quarter of that will be discovered by then.
I don't know about that assumption.
Maybe like 1%. If the game's still around.
But what's great is there's a group that flies only to discover systems. That's all they do.
Oh, just like kind of like Star Trek.
Almost, yeah.
Just
exactly.
Extending humanity's reach out to other systems to create peace. Something like that.
Exactly. Kinda, yeah. So, I mean, just to discover shit, you know?
That's cool. I can dig that.
Like, and I have 100 systems that I have personally found that are in my name in their totality. All the stars, all the planets, all of the stuff.
Yeah.
100, right?
Yeah.
100. And there are 400 billion more to go.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Well.
And that's elite, and that's why I like it.
That's elite and fucking.
And the learning curve's hard too.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, the learning curve is great because it's like you, when you first start the game, you're like, fuck this game, it sucks. It's hard to learn, it's hard to fly.
That's how I felt about League.
And right,
I still feel that way about League.
Yeah.
I tried playing League and I was just like, fuck this, and I deleted it. People love that game. People love League of Legends. I don't know why. They also love Dota and they also love fucking
right. It's just some
Heart of the
people
Storm.
like,
that fucking shit. Fuck that. I hate that shit.
Right. And what's great about Elite though is like you can buy it and play it, and if you're turned off by just not being able to fly well,
yeah,
good. Good. No,
yeah?
Because like I wouldn't say I'm a nationalist type elitist when it comes to gaming, you know, but it's like I don't want to play with 14-year-old Call of Duty types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All they want to do is fly around and kill shit and be like an ace right out the bat.
They don't have the patience for it.
Of course.
Right. And like you have what's called elite status, right? Which means you maxed out that particular area of expertise, right?
Yeah.
That takes months. I've been playing for a year and a half and I haven't made elite on a single goddamn thing.
Goddamn.
Right.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It takes a long
time. You have to specifically dedicate you, and you can do it quick within several months. If you're really just trying to hit it,
knock it out.
Right, but getting triple elite status is like it takes a long time, and my faction leaders I think are double elite status, and they've been playing since it came out, and it's been like 2 years. So, right. So, and then the learning curve on it too. It's not just like, oh, let's learn about the lore. It's like, let's learn how to fly. Let's learn how to play the game. Let's learn how to combat and do this and that and trade and mine and la, and learn how to background systems. Right? The learning curve, if you don't have the patience to learn it, which a lot of people don't have, they're going to be dismayed by the game. And people who play Elite want that because it's like, not that you're a superior player, but
you have the patience to fucking withstand all that dumb shit.
Right, but it's not just you have the patience to withstand it. It's committed players will go forth and do that. Where not, it's like, oh yeah, this game sucks. I can't fly. Like if you suck and you choose to suck, then fuck you. And that game doesn't have patience for you either. If you're not paying attention to the littlest things, you'll eventually find out that you weren't paying enough attention, and the game will be like, ha, sucks to be you, and it doesn't have any remorse, and it's not a pay to play. You can pay money
once, and then
you buy the game, and that's it. But you can like spend money in the game, but that's to buy aesthetics, like paint packs for specific ships, weapon colors, and bobbleheads. and like little dashboard, little ditties. It's all aesthetics.
Yeah.
That's all you pay for. You don't pay to be better. It's skill and it's drive and intuition, and it's all sorts of stuff. So you really have to dedicate yourself to play it. And I've been playing for a year and a half, and sometimes I'm just like,
just fucking
right,
mind melted.
Right. There's a lot of downtime. My uncle watched me play too.
Yeah.
Nah, I was for those who know, I was doing the Jushek run, and then I was also doing the Sios Sothis run. And my uncle was watching me play before I moved, and he's like, there's a lot of downtime in this game, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. But he played Eve.
Oh shit! So he's used to more of a.
Well, he's familiar with, you know, he's an avid gamer himself,
Gotcha.
but he's got 2 kids now, so he doesn't really
So, not
play
really.
as much.
Kind of, sort of, but
Yeah, kind of. So he also kind of said, you know, and he's like, but you know, like, oh, you know, downtime. It's like, yeah, you know, just waiting for missions to populate, and like there's like certain time standards, like, and there's a clock, and you're like, oh, okay, let's get these now.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking. He's like, well, like when you ever come back and visit and stuff, you know, you mind if I try VR? And I was like, yeah, for sure. You know?
Holy shit!
And,
VR.
and the new Xbox
Xbox One X or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it's called, right? It's gonna be VR compatible and HOTAS compatible, and the HOTAS is the throttle stick and joysticks.
Oh, so like the flight controls,
flight
flight
like
controls.
a real flight control. Yeah,
I
it's compatible for both of that.
I got a Thrustmaster for my PS4.
Right.
It's a USB, so I can connect my PC as well.
Right, and there's a HOTAS that is
Yeah.
designed that looks exactly like the shit for Elite.
No
It
shit.
looks exactly like it.
I know some people have like the fucking the foot pedals and
For Xbox.
all that shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's oh my god,
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's probably more for PC.
Yeah.
But what's also great about the PC guys though is like they do like a voice command thing where it's like engage, or they say a specific set of words.
Engage whatever.
You know,
like how Star Trek kind of shit,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Engage shields.
Well, it's
Something
not,
like that.
well, the shields are engaged automatically, but it's
Okay.
like deploy landing gear.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you can say like, you can add certain text, like 3 or 4 different lines of text where it's like gear, and then it'll be like landing gear deployed, and you know, or like, but like if you're quick, like hard points, you know, like your weapons will come up and stuff like that, and all that, and it's great too, and it's, you know, it's sometimes. And you can set it where it'll say certain lines of code back to you, like certain words, like shields deployed, you know, like 70-80% of the time, or otherwise, because sometimes like people are just like, I don't need you to say it back to me, I already know you did it. But also it's like, if I go deploy shields, right?
Yeah.
Or like deploy hard points, and it doesn't say hard points deployed, right? I'll be like, deploy hard points, but sometimes like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's deploy hard points, fucking. So, and it's great. That's why I love Elite though, and like, but like it has its hiccups, like
of course, as any other
especially
game.
with updates. Fucking kick this game's ass. But there are a lot of dedicated, loyal fans, and there are a couple websites that are third party that Frontier endorses, which is great too, and they're really exceptionally well made. Like like cream of the fucking crop. Like you have dedicated third party guys that's all they fucking do, and they put so much effort and work into it, and it's so great. Anara.cz, Coriolis.io. There's another one for building ships and stuff and all that, but Anara.cz is the main shit, and it's so well built, and it's like that's why I think Elite has prospered as much as it is, and it's more superior to the other two, because it's like you have a game that flopped into shit and was lied about, and like the only objective, fly to the center, oh, you restart the game, alright, cool.
Yeah.
And then you have another game where it's like, go out and fucking fight these guys and protect this thing, or go out and secure this information.
Yeah.
And it's the same 4 or 5 things. Oh, I can land on a couple planets. Where Elite, you can land on maybe 2 planets in one system, 18 planets in another system. There's 400 billion systems, so it varies. Sometimes systems have anywhere from no other things. It's like 1 or 2 stars.
Yeah.
Or it'll have 56 total celestial bodies in it. So and you can land on like maybe 3, maybe 20, maybe 30 planets.
Yeah.
On top of that too, and it's like there's no objective to it. You just progress the story, and the story progresses by your actions. So, and that's what I really like about it.
That is really in depth of Elite Dangerous, and that is it is all very interesting. But we've been talking about it for like an hour or so.
Right.
So I think we should stop it here.
Yeah.
End it. It's been a good long while. You got a lot to maybe cut out, a lot to throw in, but it was wonderful doing this first episode.
Yeah.
With you, Rawzilla Face, and I look forward to doing more in the future. Possibly whenever. I got a lot of free time. You got a lot of free time. We'll fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fuck? Do you want to fuck now?
Nah.
We're gonna fuck, everybody! Shit!
See you later.
Bye!